Salam, friends. Today I want to share a story of a woman who chose peace over exhaustion and wisdom over struggle. Her name is Mariam, a wife, a mother, a woman who quietly rebuilt her life from inside out. If you ever felt tired, unseen, or stretched beyond your limits, this story is for you. Let's begin. At 40, Mariam looked like the kind of a woman who had everything under control. People admired her, the calm wife, devoted mother of three, the disciplined HR officer with a soft smile and a quiet strength. But what people saw was not her truth. Behind her gentle eyes lived years of exhaustion, years of carrying a marriage on her back, years of loving a man who didn't understand responsibility or gratitude. Her husband was not a bad man, just careless. Careless with money, careless with priority, careless with the future. He chased quick business deals, spent without planning, and always believed mambo yatakuwa sawa, but they never were. And Mariam, she was tired. Tired of budgeting around his mistakes, tired of filling the gaps, tired of mothering a grown man while raising actual children. She cried quietly sometimes, not because she hated her life, but because she felt invisible in it. One day, after another argument about money that wasn't there, Mariam felt something inside her shift. Not anger, not rebellion, just quiet, heavy truth. I cannot continue like this. So she changed, not loudly, not with threats, not with drama, but with wisdom. She joined a Maendeleo women's group, a place where women spoke the same language: sacrifice, survival, and silent strength. Every month, she saved what she could, not huge amounts, but consistent amounts. And because Islam does not require a woman to share her personal income, her savings remained hers, untouched, a shield, a boundary, a reminder that Allah loves women who protect themselves. She hired a nanny, not because she was lazy, but because she was finally choosing sanity over struggle. She stopped waking her husband, stopped reminding him, stopped chasing him. She let him face the consequence of his own habits. That was the beginning of her unbothered era. At work, the peace she discovered reflected in her performance. Her bosses noticed her confidence, her calmness, her clarity. She got a small promotion, then a raise. And with that money, she started her side business, a soft, feminine perfume oils and home fragrance brand. Blending scents became therapy. Packaging orders became joy. Women loved her products because they smelled like peace, the peace she was reclaiming. At home, her children thrived. They had a happier mother, a more present one, a softer one. And what people didn't always admit is this: when a woman is emotionally safe, her home becomes warm again. Her husband noticed the change, but he didn't understand it. He thought she was being distant, but she wasn't. She was simply done carrying what was never hers to carry. By 43, Mariam had cleared her debt silently. She had grown her business quietly and had healed deeply. She no longer reacted. She no longer ever explained, no longer begged for partnership, no longer stretched herself thin so wouldn't stretch for someone who wouldn't stretch for her. She became a woman who moved with intention, dignity, and tawakkul. And on her 43rd birthday, she walked into a showroom with a straight back and peaceful heart. She bought herself her dream car, a black Range Rover, paid in full, no loans, no stress. It wasn't a flex, it was closure, it was gratitude, It was proof that a woman can rise even in the same place where she once broke. When she drove it home, her children screamed in joy. Her husband stared in disbelief. And Mariam, she simply smiled, a soft, knowing smile, because she had rebuilt herself from inside out. She finally understood that love is not measured by how much pain you can endure, but by how much peace you can protect. Her children didn't need a tired mother, they needed a whole one, and she became that woman. She lived, she worked, she worshipped, she healed, she thrived. Her home was calm, her business blossomed, her spirit glowed, and every night when she parked her Range Rover outside her home, she whispered, Ya Allah, thank you for the strength you hid inside me. Mariam stayed in her marriage, but she stopped losing herself in it. That was the difference. The unbothered wife had finally found her joy, not because her husband had changed, but because she had. If Mariam's story touched you in any way, remember this. A woman does not need to shout to be strong. She does not need to leave to start healing. Sometimes her biggest power is choosing herself, even while she stays. May you protect your peace. May you honor your heart. And may you find your own quiet joy just like she did. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye for now.